Tops are really good here as well.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I completely agree with everything you said. And the thing that comes to mind, or the thing that's most important, is that fourth from Terrans. Given the fact this is the gold version, if a planetary fortress or any kind of fourth expansion is taken towards the center of the map, it becomes very, very hard for Zerg players to really do anything. And I agree also with the composition of Ling, Ultra, and Fester. It's not really used a lot in ZVT. I mean, a lot of players kind of shy away from Ultras. They say it's not good against Terran, or, you know, just make Ultras so you can die. But, you know, sometimes you can make it work. But another point I want to say is Broodlords can be good if you kind of have the center position watchtower. If you can get that concave with the Broodlords in the center of the map, you can easily have enough surface area to go ahead and, you know, kill siege lines, focus down any kind of marines. All these things are very easy to do depending on your position on the map. But let's talk about the openings. So from the players, we do see the command center on its way from Cass, spawning pool on its way from Targa, and there is a double gas again from Cass. So this might be a similar opening to the game we just saw.
Oh, I think that's exactly what we're seeing here. I mean, if it's gonna be mech again, that would definitely be interesting. What kind of has my attention right now is that Targa has not taken a gas yet, so I mean, I have to sit here and wonder, I guess.
This might be a
because that's what he was doing earlier. I mean, maybe he's just trying to get the queens out a little bit quicker, and he's gonna take 2 double gas around 30 supply or so.
Yeah,
I feel like that might be what he's doing here, but I wonder if he's going to try and take a quick third or not.
I think with this opening, you generally, if you're not going to grab gas so early, you always want to kind of open up with very, very heavy queens.
Yes.
This might be a 4-queen build, this might be like a 3-queen build, but he's not relying on any kind of early speed, which is interesting. So his only use of defense at this point is going to be queens, and in fact, it is going to be the 4-queen build. Beautiful opening from Targa overall. And
oh, look at this quick macro hatch. I actually love that.
Yeah,
but go on.
Nice. No, that's actually really cool that he got a macro hatch this early. 5:30 into the game, already getting a macro hatch.
He's gonna be pumping out those drones.
Absolutely, man. That's what you got to do with Zerg. Just make drones and you win.
Yep, in theory.
Basically,
in theory.
Yeah. I guess you could say in theory. But yeah, Cass's expansion is done. Bunker is up as well, so he's gonna be a little bit safe against any kind of early pressure. I like the positioning as well from the bunker from Cass. Reactor Hellion is going to be the tech choice from the Terran player. Starport to follow, and this might be a reactor into Banshee, which is pretty much what it's going to be.
Yep, and you know what? I would bet the farm that there's also going to be a 3rd command center relatively soon here.
I think you might be right.
The question is, does Cass get cloak here?
That's a good question. And you know, if he gets cloak, it's going to be hard for Targ. Actually, no. Targa,
yeah, Evo
man,
chamber
just,
going down now.
Every time I try to say something Targa's doing that he's not doing, he just completely makes me look like a fool. I was just about to say he's not going to have an evolution chamber, and there it is. It's just building right in front of my face.
Yeah, I think he's got those timings down. I like that Overlord Scout as well. Yes, he saw the second refinery, but that's really not indicative of anything at this point. But I mean, he knows how Cass plays, I think, and I think that Evo chamber is there for a reason, along with all those queens. But I mean, there's no cloak, so he should be just fine here.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right, man. Hellions are still gonna give Cass a little bit of map control, and the 3rd command center is on its way from the Terran, and he does not care if he gets all into anything. This is kind of textbook play from Cass. Likes opening up very, very early 3 command centers in this matchup. Metabolic boost on its way right now for Targa. Harvester advantage is in the favor of the Zerg, 44 to 37. Banshee is out as well for Cass. And immediately, right when Targa sees this, he's going to be like, okay, I'm going to make some queens, or I'm just going to make a few spores to go ahead and take care of this Banshee.
Oh, he's already got a spore down at the natural, spore down in the main. He's all set. He's got plenty of queens. So I mean, he's definitely not going to get killed. I don't really see this Banshee doing any damage here. But the question is, how long will it be before Targa can get a 3rd up? Because with this 3rd, you know, pretty much done for Cass, you know, the economic situation has me a little stressed for Targa here. Oh, he's gonna fly right into this Banshee. Oh, turns away. Nice control there.
Yeah, you don't want to lose this Banshee early on if you committed this much resources into it. But
we
yeah,
got a lot of links here though.
Targa,
if you can catch these Hellions, then that 3rd is suddenly very, very naked. It looks like he's gonna go right around it though.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's delaying.
A bunch of links on the map right now from TarGA, even making 26 additional links. So he's definitely looking to be aggressive. Baneling Nest on its way. He is going to go ahead and send some links. There we go. He's going to go ahead and scout the third. Sees everything that his opponent's doing.
Can he get these Hellions?
Ooh, that would be
going
huge.
for the surround, but
Marines are going to be there just in time.
Yeah.
And this is so good from TarGA, man. I mean, if you're teching and you're expanding so early on, you're not going to have enough units, and he's just going to stream in lings. Baneling Nest to follow, going to go ahead and focus down a lot of the Marines, way ahead in supply at this point, 92 compared to 72, and he's not making any drones. He's just making additional 22 lings, getting his upgrades as well. Carapace level 1. The Banshees are going to help, but, you know, Kas, he held off, but TarGA sees everything that his opponent's doing.
Yeah, but, you know, it's almost... Kas is just so brazen with this third here.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem scared at all about the incoming banelings. And, you know, I don't know if he has a reason to be scared, because he's got the Hellions out, he's got the Banshees. Worst comes to worst, he loses the SCVs at his third and he lifts it, you know. So I mean, like, I don't know if I question whether or not this baneling play is worthwhile here, unless he goes right for the natural. Or actually, well, he's transferring SCVs now, so we're gonna have to see. I don't think Kas sees this coming though.
Yeah, I mean, if I just look strictly at his vision, he doesn't see anything. He doesn't have control of the watchtowers, and that is a lot of banelings, man. 20 banelings with 40
We're gonna
40
see
wings.
what he does with it.
He's just gonna send some into the natural. A lot of Marines are just going down. Kas even getting 2 additional racks, and he's just being everywhere, moving some lings and banelings into the third. Almost gets a nice hit on the SCVs, but the banelings and lings gonna move into the natural. TarGA is just being so aggressive in this game, and Kas, you know what? He's not losing a lot, not way down in supply. Ooh, almost gets a nice hit. Okay, all right, there you go. I was just waiting for that baneling to explode.
The damage has been done with the Zerglings as it is, though. He's already killed so many SCVs, and that's going to put him in a nice position going into the mid game, up almost 15 drones or so. I'm bad at math, but 13 drones.
Yeah, man.
And all these SCVs are in the red, but it looks like he's just targeting the command center, making it lift. Thor's out already.
Yeah, a lot of Marines and Thors are out from Kas, and this is kind of, I mean, even though Kas lost a lot, he still has a tech advantage. If you look in the base of TarGA, he's just now going to go ahead and get an infestation pit. Was mainly relying on baneling, which can be good, but his third is delayed. His tech is delayed. Let's just take a quick look at the upgrades. Sitting on 1-1, and Kas is sitting on 1-1. So both players are even in upgrades. And TarGA, he's just making a bunch more banelings in the center of the map. 30 banelings are going to get more for the Zerg. Kas, this might do some damage again from TarGA, but I still think if Kas can hold off, he's going to be in a very good position for taking this game.
Oh, and centrifugal hooks are done, but I agree completely. If these banelings don't do what they need to do, then TarGA is going to be in a rough shape. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, splitting them up.
Ooh.
Just going to the third with some of them, going to the natural with the others.
Oh, oh my god, okay. Nicely done by Kas.
Decent hits.
Yeah, not bad hits from TarGA.
Kas handled that extremely well. The SCVs at the third, just hanging out. More banelings rolling in. Not really doing any damage, but he's picking off SCVs here and there. But I mean, at the same time, I question if that was worth it. That was a lot of banelings for not that many SCVs.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to do more damage than he did that time. He did okay early on, but just not the best hits this time.
I think the biggest part of that, though, was he was just delaying. He was delaying so he could get the tech out. Look at this. Pathinger Glands finishing, and 6 Infestors on the way, and plus two also on the way. So, I mean, although he didn't do that much damage, he kept Kas in his base, and that's where he wanted him.
Yeah,
still sending in more Zerglings, so killing even more SCVs. I mean, this is kind of just like he's slowly but surely maintaining a lead.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, when you say that he's sending in lings to just buy time, and that's kind of what you have to do at this point when you're so far behind. You have to just sacrifice units to get your tech up. As you mentioned, he does have a few Infestors on the map now. 2 Infestors, going to be 4 rather soon. Third is up and mining. Harvester advantage is actually now in the favor of TarGA, 66 drones compared to the 45 SCVs. But slowly but surely, Kas is building a very scary army. Making tanks, making Marines, mixing in a few Thors. Supply count, 116 for Kas, 124 from TarGA. And overall, I think if Kas hits a timing, while his opponent's kind of teching here, he might have a window to kill his opponent. But again, TarGA is just making the infestors, and infestors are pretty good in general against
This is what I was talking about here, though. Look at this drop, passing right by the 4th. He sees the 4th. I'm sure he'll turn around. Oh, or maybe he'll just go for the... Yep. Oh, look at that. He's going to split it up. Nice. I like that. So he's that 4th definitely has to be canceled, or it's going to die. He's going to clean up the units in the main. Oh, well, there's some lings over here to respond, but he's going to bring those other Marines over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
that
a
was
good position from Cass. Yeah.
Definitely. That was beautiful, but has he bought enough time to get the rest of the lings and the infestors over?
Oh, Cass is focusing it down. Now he has it's going to be important, man. I mean, he has a good positioning. These lings are not really going to do anything.
Yeah,
he might not get the hatchery, but he can easily just lift and fly.
Yep. And this is a good play out of Cass, but will he get the fungal? He's got the fungal. Nice.
Sick fungal there by TarGA.
Oh, but he
throwing down some eggs.
Unloads all of them, though. I would have preferred if he saved at least one more fungal, but yeah, it looks like these medevacs are going to get away, and he's even going to drop again. This is a little bit bold.
But look in the center of the map. Cass is moving forward with a very scary army. A bunch of tanks, a lot of Marines, even a Thor is kind of hanging out.
Nice counter here, though. Picking off some free tanks at the outside of Cass's natural. Gets 3 tanks there just for lings, and he forces his entire army to turn around. He does lose the 4th, though.
Yeah, I was going to say that. The 4th is down from TarGA. But yeah, I mean, even though TarGA's not... He knows he can't engage into this army, so the only thing he can really do is counterattack, keep his opponent pinned back as he makes more units, makes infestors, makes lings, even gets started on his hive. And I'm curious to see if he's going to go ultra like he did in the previous game, or if he's going to try to mix it up a little bit here with Broodlords. But again, I just want to mention the army of Cass is very, very big, and if he hits a timing, he can pretty much just straight up kill his opponent. But I don't know if TarGA's going to fall for that.
Well, he's moving to the center now, so he's going to have to deal with this. Well, Cass has shown a little bit of indecision. He doesn't want to get countered again, but he sees it coming. Well, alright, these lings are going to get in here and do some damage at least, which is good for TarGA. Oh, but they're just going to run in the Marines.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, he's just buying time. He's getting Burrow now, so that's going to help deal with this push. And, you know, just more lings getting hive up.
In this position, would you be going for Broodlords or Ultras?
The only reason I would say Ultras over Broodlords is because it's so hard to keep that force secured. Like, Cass is probably going to kill this before drones get over there. And on 3 bases, it's really difficult to really get up Broodlords in any sort of staggering number, just because of the economic situation of it. Like, it's much easier to pump out a few Ultras and just, you know, go for that big killing blow. But it looks like he's going for another counter with 2 infestors over here, and this is kind of risky. I'm a little bit worried. These infestors have full energy, and Cass sees it. All right, he's gonna move in. Oh, but there are tanks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about this. He needs to burrow those or something.
At the same time, Cass is just sieging up towards the center of the map. Look at the way he has his tank spread. Even though there's a little bit of a counterattack here from the infestors and the lings, Cass still has the map positioning, and this is kind of what we were talking about earlier. He's taking that frontal 4th expansion. Marines are behind the tanks, of course. Any kind of bailing hits, hitting on the tanks would be so much better than hitting on the Marines. And supply count, again, way ahead in supply for Cass, 188 compared to 172. Additional infestors and lings in production. And there it is. Looks like the lings are going to move forward.
Just going to go for it. He gets all those tanks real quick. That might be the engagement he needs. He needs some good fungals, though. All the infestors kind of just die. And what's left is a ton of Marines, and Cass is looking good to take this game at this point.
Yeah,
he's threatening the 3rd now, and there's nothing left for TarGA. He just... It wasn't the engagement he needed. He needed better fungals. He needed more splitting. He needed more lings. He might have gone even a bit too early. I don't know, but... I mean, at this point, he's going to lose his 3rd here, and back down to 2 bases. It's looking very grim for the Zerg.
Yeah, I mean, it all came down to the way Cass had his units spread around the map. I mean, tanks were focusing down banelings, even though TarGA came in from multiple positions. Just the overall army composition and the way that Cass had his units positioned pretty much won him the battle, and way ahead in supply again, 176 to 92. A little bit of a few lings and banelings are going to be in the center of the map. Cass is just reinforcing with more tanks, more Marines. That 4th expansion is now finished, dropped a bunch of mules, and it is a planetary fortress. That's going to take forever to kill. Might not even die at all, given the fact that Kas is just way ahead in this game. And what can TarGA really do?